Good morning children, welcome back. In the previous video we have seen about the digestion in humans. In today's lecture we are going to see about how the ruminants have their digestion. Okay, you can see the two pictures over there. What are those pictures? There's a cow at the left side and a goat at the right side. What are the special thing about these two animals? Okay, the animals that digest their food by the process of rumination are called ruminants. Now, what is rumination? We have studied this concept right from your lower classes. Okay, so rumination means what? They eat their food. Okay, they keep their food in the gut, you can say, and then again they take the food in their mouth and keep on chewing it for a long time, and then they swallow it. Okay, so that this process is known as rumination, and the animals which do this rumination are known as ruminants. So the examples are cow and goat, you can see over here. Okay, so what is the structure? Okay, so grass, the most ruminants consume grass. The grass is rich in cellulose, which can't be digested by many animals, including the human beings also. The cellulose in the grass is digested in a cecum, which lies between the small intestine and the large intestine, which we also have, but it is a what you can say, it is not functional in our body. Okay, cecum is present in us also, but it is not functional in the body, and when it becomes functional in our body it causes problem, and you can say that we are suffering from the appendix. Okay, the term appendix is used when the cecum becomes functional in our body and we have to remove it from the body because our body is not suitable to digest the cellulose which is present in the grass. So this is a distinctive feature about the ruminating animals or the ruminating digestive system. Okay, so main thing what you have to remember is they consume cellulose. Okay, the main thing, the grass is rich in cellulose. See here, you can see the diagram over there. Okay, so the grass eating animals like cows and buffaloes quickly swallow the grass and store it in a separate part of a stomach called rumen. Okay, they have a rumen part which there they store their grass or whatever they eat is stored in a rumen. Here the food is partly digested and is called curd. Okay, there the digestion takes place, but this digestion is very partly taken, and whatever the partly digested food is known as curd. Then the curd is brought back to the mouth in small lumps and chewed. Again they keep on chewing for long time. So what they are chewing is a curd. So this process is called rumination. The chewed food then passes into the sac-like structure between the small intestine and the large intestine. Correct? And this is known as cecum. Correct? You can see over there between the small intestine and large intestine there is a structure present that is known as cecum. Okay, there the food is taken and then there is a digestion taking place, that is the cellulose is digested there in the cecum. The cellulose in the grass is digested with the help of some bacteria which is present in the cecum. Okay, so overview of this digestion, how we can remember that the buffalo or the cow eat grasses. The grass contains the cellulose, and cellulose requires the cecum. Okay, CC, just remember CC, cellulose for cecum. Okay, cecum is present between the small intestine and large intestine. Okay, so whatever the food cow eats, okay, they do not chew more when they are eating. What they do, they just swallow the food, and then the food is gone into the rumen. Okay, there they store the food. Then when they are sitting alone or they are sitting, they are taking the rest, the rumen where the food is stored in the rumen, that food is known as curd when it goes into the rumen. Then they what we can say, they pull up again, they bring up the curd into the mouth in small lumps, and then they chew it chew the food properly, and then this food is taken into the cecum where the bacteria are present, and it helps the grass to digest the food. And then there is a process of excretion taking place through the large intestine. As we have excretion part from the large intestine and the rectum, the same is present in the ruminants also. Okay, so did you get what is present in the ruminants? The main points you have to remember are, that is the grass consists of cellulose, then the cellulose needs the cecum, okay, and the cecum is present between the small intestine and the large intestine. Okay, and remember the definition of rumination. Okay children, next we are going to see is the feeding and digestion in amoeba or any unicellular organism. Okay, amoeba is a unicellular organism, correct? So amoeba is a single celled organism found in pond water. The cell has a cell membrane, cytoplasm and a nucleus. The cytoplasm has many bubble-like vacuoles, correct? The cell has finger-like projections called pseudopodia or false feet. Pseudo means false and podia means feet. So false feet, which helps it to move and capture food. When amoeba comes near the food particle, pseudopodia is produced around the food particle. The food particle is trapped in the food vacuole. In the food vacuole, the food is digested by the digestive enzymes and absorbed. The undigested waste is then sent out by the vacuole. Okay, so now here what is happening is, see, if this is a food particle, okay, so and this is amoeba, what he is doing, okay, see here like this the amoeba is present. So what it does, the pseudopodia comes out, okay, and now what is happening, the pseudopodia is coming, and it surrounds this food with this pseudopodia and engulfs it. Okay, the food is engulfed with the pseudopodia. Okay, and now there is a vacuoles present in the amoeba. So these vacuoles, what they do, the food consumed by the amoeba is digested in the food vacuole, which consists of many digestive enzymes, and then the undigested food is also sent out by these vacuoles. Okay, so here's the digestion in the single celled animals. Okay, so here we have completed our nutrition in animals. Okay, we have seen the human digestive system, then we have seen the ruminant digestive system and the single celled, that is amoeba digestive system. Okay children, you have to read the chapter, you have to mark the important points in that, whatever I have told during the videos, and then you also have to practice some diagrams. Okay, practice the labelings of the diagrams, which are very important in it. Okay, just don't learn it as for the exam. You have to remember this because it is all related to what you're eating. You must be curious about it. So where the food is going when you eat it, okay, from mouth where it is going, what is happening in your stomach, what is happening in your small intestine, how the feces is coming out, what the feces contains, okay, where do you get the energy from, in the blood what is present, okay, all this comes in under the nutrition. Okay, so read the chapter very carefully because it is a very applicable lesson. Okay, this is not any imaginative lesson. These all things are happening in your body. Okay, so be curious to read it. Okay, don't just read it for the exam sake. Okay children, I'll stop here. We'll continue in the next video. Thank you children, we have ended the lesson here. Okay, thank you.